Hello traders and welcome to the Market Open Preview, brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Traders, great to be with you on a Thursday, July 10th, 2014. Sunny skies, nice windy beaches. Sand's a little messed up today, but looking good. Traders, my name is William Gilday and it's great to be with you on another Market Open Preview video as we're going to discuss two currency pairs today and just take a look at what's coming up in the news. All right, traders, absolutely wonderful day today. Looks like Forex has started to give us some price action yesterday and some good news out of the FOMC from the United States, so all looking pretty good. Traders, if you would, let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilday, and I am your moderator through the Market Open Preview series and also the Friday wrap-up, given to you every Friday after the New York close. Traders, I started trading in 2006. And in 2008, I retired from a wonderful career out of the Fire Rescue Department out of the great state of Florida. Traders, I moved 9 days later. Well, I didn't really move. I was going on vacation for 3 months to Thailand. Traders, it's 2014, and I am still here. Traders, I absolutely adore and love what I do. I trade Forex every single trading day. I love being in front of my computer. I love being in front of my charts. And I have to tell you, I love educating and being with you on a daily basis. All right, traders, let's get through the risk disclaimer and we can get to some charts and news. All right, risk disclaimer. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, if you're using your expense money, please sit back and reevaluate what you're doing and go to a demo account. And you can get all your education and solutions for your trading needs at www.fxclearing.com. Come and join us. Love to have you over there. All right, traders, what do you think? Let's get to today's news events. Traders, remember, news events are only high-impact data that I put on the screen, so make sure you check your economic calendar and make sure you can find the medium and low impact data that might affect your currency pair. Okay, let's take a look at the indices and see what happened yesterday and overnight. The Dow 30 was up 0.47%, the S&P 500 was up 0.46%, and the NASDAQ was up 0.75%. Another green day out of those markets. We take a look at the other side of the pond. The DAX was up 0.39%, the FTSE 100 was negative 0.30%, and the CAC 40 was up 0.40%, and the Euro Stoxx 50 was up 0.66%. Nice move on that. The Nikkei 225, which is currently trading, is down at 0.21%. Shanghai is up at 0.04% barely, and the Hang Seng is up 0.22%, with the Kospi up 0.19%. Traders, the S&P ASX 200 out of Sydney is up 0.18% and also currently trading. All right, that's what's going on around there. And we can see that we had a green day on the markets out of the United States and pretty much a green day out of London and the Eurozone yesterday. All right, traders, we only have one high-impact news event, and to my knowledge, we're not expecting any kind of interest rate change, but the Great British Pound has interest rate decision today during the London session. So, not a lot to talk about there. Like I said, I'm not expecting any change in their interest rates from what I've read and what I've seen. All right, traders, what do you think? Let's talking charts. All right, traders, this is an unusual day. I went back to basics and I went back to our basic charts, and that is going to be the euro dollar and the pound dollar. These two pairs are pretty interesting at the moment, as the euro dollar has made a move in another direction. Don't think it's a change of trend, and the pound dollar is continuing. So let's take a look at this euro dollar daily chart. One thing that really comes to my mind here is that everything is above the 200 exponential moving average, and that really puts an alert on me to watch this pair a little bit more, as this I don't think is a change of trend, but I do think we're going to get a bump up here, maybe to the top of that Bollinger Band on this daily chart, and then we zoom back down because that'll be resistance there, so that'll head back down. So I am looking, and I'm changing my bias with caution, but my bias now is to buy the euro dollar but I think the dollar is going to get strong. They're looking at getting rid of, oh, I'm sorry, they're looking at raising interest rates at the first quarter of next year, the FOMC. So I'm watching this carefully because I think a lot's going to happen here, but I think the dollar is going to get strong. So cautiously, we're looking to take buy trades in the euro dollar. Let's take a look at the 60-minute chart, see what we got, traders. Nice setup here. All we did here was you took a fib from the high to the swing low, and you can see that we're at the sweet spot, but this is not where we want to enter, right? We want some kind of a pullback. Traders, it doesn't have to come all the way back to that 618 fib to take it long at that 36, 33. It doesn't have to come back that far. As long as you get some sort of a pullback. And the situation here is we now have like a 4 tap on that resistance at the top there. So any kind of a pullback would be fine, and we can take this because I think the next time it's going to go through that resistance and continue up, hopefully to our 161.8 Fibonacci level at 1.3670. Take a look at your bottom of your chart there. The MACD is nice and strong to the upside. Williams %R is nice to the upside. However, the euro is one of those pairs that is really, really good about giving us a pullback. So let's wait for that pullback. Hopefully we'll get that before the London Open. All right, let's go to the 15-minute chart, and let's just take a peek there. Another trade setup here. Again, I just, fibbed the swing high to the swing low. You can see where I fibbed it. And basically, traders, now this one has got to give us the pullback. It's got to go at least to the 618, preferably the 50% at 1.3630, and then we can take this to the upside. This one is not just one red candle and take it long. We need this to pull back. This is a 15-minute chart. And we want to make sure that we can get to break even when this gets back to the resistance level, just in case it slams us in the other direction. However, if it goes through it, it's going to be nice because we're going to take that up to the 161.8 fib at 1.3666, which would be very nice trade. Again, look at your lower chart, and you can see the MACD is up. The Williams R percent indicator is up and looking great. So this trade looks really well, traders. I think the euro dollar is going to be a nice trade today, and we'll keep an eye on that at the London Open. Not looking to touch it until we get to the London Open, and that's 3.5 hours from now. Okay, let's head over to the pound dollar. What about this pair? This is the daily chart. Traders, I've been bullish in this pair for a long time. You know that. And this just continues to move on and move on. It's going to break this resistance eventually, traders, and it's just going to pop that. It's going to continue to go. So I am very bullish in the pound. I've been for months, and this has just been a great ATM machine for us as traders. So only thing we can do here is be bullish. Let's go over to the 60-minute chart and see what we got. Nice setup here. Again, I just fibbed this swing from the high to the low here. And you can see here we have a nice fib. We just want to pull back to that 61.8 fib, and we can take this long. Traders, we don't have to get this all the way back to that level at 71.48. If this gives us a bullish candlestick formation, let's go. Get in this thing and go. However, I would not get into it before the London Open. We have got to wait for the London Open, and then we can take this to the 161.8 fib for take profit at 1.7193. Again, look at your indicators on the bottom of the chart. MACD is strong. Williams R percent is now making a hook to the upside again. So let's go and let's stay bullish. Traders, that's the 1 hour chart. Let's take a look at the 15-minute chart on the pound dollar here. Again, great trade setup. Nice, was able to do a nice fib today. This one, again, we have to be really patient with this, but we need that pullback. We know in history of the pound dollar, it does not like to give us pullbacks, but we need the pullback. We have got to get the pullback in this trade to take this further. So let's get the pullback, and it's got to come down to that 61.8 fib, and then we can take this up. We don't want to be longing it here because we're longing it right into resistance, and there's a possibility it's going to knock us out. So we need the pullback. Traders, if it comes back to the 200 exponential moving average, that would even be better because our stop is right below the 200 exponential moving average. That would be nice. Risk versus reward, and the drawdown would be minimal. Again, take a look at the indicators below. Now, the Williams R is hooking to the upside. I like that, but the MACD is getting smaller histograms to the zero line. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that. We want this to pull back, and that's a good sign. So we have to wait for the London Open. Surely don't want to get into the trade now. We are in Asia, but we're in the inactive zone of Asia. So stay clear of that. London Open, let's look to long the pound dollar on all time frames. All right, traders, on behalf of myself, William Gilday, and FXCL in Trading, I'd like to thank you for joining me today for the Market Open Preview on July 10th. Traders, have a wonderful trading day, and we'll catch you tomorrow before the London Open. Take care, and bye-bye.